And now, while you enjoy your dessert, some of the fencers from the Kern Athletic Fencing Foundation will present for your entertainment a brief history of fencing. In the beginning, once upon a time, in a dry riverbed far, far away, humans lived in much the same fashion as we do now. Nothing new under the sun. But human competition has entered our perfect and peaceful world. Hunger is a real thing. So, some of the earliest cultures sharpened their sticks and began sword fighting. As hunting and gathering devolved into war and conquest, sharp sticks eventually acquired stone and metal tips, and the might of the warrior prevailed. From the earliest days of China and Japan in the east, and Persia, Greece, and Rome, the sword has served as a symbol of power and justice, and the sword was truly the tool of world conquest. As time went on, metal broadswords and body armor became heavier, and the mighty men of the Middle Ages who wielded them became both the victors of war and protectors of the common people. Sword training became an art, and an early goal of sword training was to develop agility in addition to brute strength. Thus, heavy swords gave way to the use of the rapier, a light sword with an ornate guard. The rapier became the fashionable court sword and a truly great social equalizer. We see here that a smaller, highly skilled swordsman or swordswoman could effectively beat an opponent much larger and stronger by using superior technique. And that superior technique meant that liberation was at hand.
Whoa. Who is that?
In the late 1600s, swordplay became more refined, and with the French and Italian Renaissance, fencing became the sport of kings and nobility. The court sword, which originated as an instrument of self-defense, became symbolic of a code of honor in an age of chivalry, whereby social disputes were settled by formal and fierce duels. The historic white uniform was designed to exhibit purity of intent, and in a duel of the highest honor, it was to reveal the first blood of the loser. Meanwhile, in other real-life conflicts, those raspy scoundrels, the pirates, they always wore red to hide their show of first blood. And those musketeers and their fellow cavalry on horseback, well, they always wore brown pants. I wonder why. That's cheating. As modern fencing evolved, you can see the origins of saber come from the curved cutlass and the cavalry sword. As the blade action was centered on a target area above the waist, thus a fighter could knock off a rider off the horse and save the valuable horse. In time, the saber weapons themselves became lighter in weight, and the discipline of modern saber fencing was born. Yeah, that was a close call, huh? How about a little applause for all our students? And now, please welcome our fencing master and his student epéist. The rapier was introduced in 1550, and the skill and practice of swordplay evolved into the martial art that was both graceful and brutish, both intensely competitive and technically beautiful, and both life-threatening and life-enhancing. The origins of the modern épée and foil come from the rapier of the French and Italian courts. Épées were the direct descendants of the rapier. They were a heavier thrusting weapon which could be used to defend the entire body as target area. As we watch the interplay of the épée game, we see clearly that a fencer with height, long reach, and agility had many technical advantages. Proper training with a skilled fencing master greatly enhanced the basic qualities of speed, balance, and the efficient use of both the body and mind. Give him a hand, please. And we now welcome the foilist to the stage. We see the modern foil was the lighter training weapon used by nobility to perfect the technique of precise swordplay. The discipline of foil fencing centered on attacking the vital organs of the opponent, and thus the target area became restricted to the torso only. In this way, the swordplay became much more refined and was a great equalizer for both men and women to compete on a level playing field. We also see that there is a convention or rule of play called right-of-way, which governs the action in deciding which of the two opponents are awarded the touch. Fencing matches are typically conducted to the first opponent who wins 5 touches.
Ready? Fence. Call. Pair of close drives. Touch. 1-0. attack. No, contrary opposed rights. Touch. 0. Fence is ready. Fence. This is the attack which arrives. Touch. 1, 2. On guard. Fence is ready. Fence. All. Pair opposed which arrives. Touch. 2. On guard. Fence is ready. Fence. All. This is the attack which arrives. Touch. That's foul.
Many rules were adopted by the International Fencing Federation, and fencing was included from the start of the modern Olympics in 1896 to present. It became the aspiration of every passionate fencer to achieve the lofty pinnacle of sports achievement and fence on the world stage. Friendly, fair competition is a beautiful thing. In our world of rapid modernization, fencing became a sport played all over the world and enjoyed by athletes of the highest caliber. The roots of chivalry and of sportsmanship run deep. Our sport has captured the imagination of generations. But wait, I feel a disturbance in the force.
Oh, no. It's all for that chicken.
Holy lightsabers, Batman. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman!
Wait, Superman?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how the modern sport of para-fencing was born. Let's welcome back to the stage our performers from the Kern Athletic Fencing Foundation for a final round of applause. That was almost as much fun as an actual fencing match.